Do you want to earn 10K a month but feel stuck and unsure how to get there? Well, most people take the safe route. They go to school, get good grades, and land a steady 9 to 5. Sounds familiar? Well, here's the harsh truth. The average income in the US is about, well, just a bit below 64K a year, which breaks down to just a bit above 5K a month. And that's barely halfway to 10K a month. And if you're just starting out in your 20s, it's likely much less. Even if you aim for one of those dream jobs like doctor, lawyer, or tech executive, you'll face years of grinding, debt, and sacrificing your time. And even then, you'll still be trading your hours for dollars. Well, there has to be a faster way, right? A way to hit 10K a month with freedom to live life on your own terms. And that's exactly what I'll share in this video, a 3-step roadmap to earning 10K a month. But before we dive in, hit the subscribe button to join me on this journey to financial freedom. Let's rewrite the rulebook together. I like to call this 3-step system the new path. But what's the difference between new path and the old path? Well, the old path feels safe. It's what society has drilled into us for generations. For some people, it works just fine. But let's be honest, it's painfully slow, rigid, and rarely leads to the kind of financial freedom we all dream about. It's the well-worn road many of our parents encouraged us to follow. Study hard, get a degree, land a stable job, work for 40 plus years, and retire maybe comfortably at 65. Now, if you're like most people, you've probably felt that pressure. Maybe you're already on this path, stuck in a job that pays the bill but does little else. Sure, it's stable, but is it truly satisfying? Does it bring you closer to the life you've imagined? Deep down, you probably know the answer. Something inside you whispers, there has to be a better way. Well, here's the good news. There is. The new route is nothing like the old one. It's flexible, faster, and more importantly, scalable. And it's already been proven to work by people like Ali Abdaal and Stephen Bartlett. These are individuals who've broken away from traditional norms, built something on their own terms, and achieved levels of success that many only dream of. And what's even more remarkable, they've done it without following the decades-long grind. And the best part about this new route, well, you don't have to be a certain age or fit a specific mold to start. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 50s, it's never too late to take that first step. And that said, here's a word of caution. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Life has a way of piling on responsibilities like mortgages, kids, aging parents, which can make it feel nearly impossible to pivot later on. So now the question is, will you take the leap now or let another year pass by, following a plan that was never designed for freedom? Now, without taking any more of your valuable time, let's jump into first step. The first step to earning 10K a month is building a strong foundation, and that begins with consuming knowledge the right way. This isn't about spending hours cramming textbooks or falling down the rabbit hole of random how to make money blog posts. Strategic learning is the name of the game here. Focused, actionable, and purpose-driven. And here's how to approach it. First, pick a high-income skill. High-income skills are those that people are willing to pay top dollar for. These are in-demand skills that businesses or individuals need to thrive, and they're your ticket to scaling your income. Some of the popular skills are video editing, copywriting, AI prompt engineering, voiceovers, web development, and high-ticket sales. Now, if you're not sure which skill to choose, you need to start reflecting on yourself and ask yourself these questions. What tasks do I naturally enjoy? And what skills do people often compliment me on? If you lean into something that excites you or aligns with your strengths, you're more likely to stick with it and excel. Next is to find credible mentors. Well, the internet is packed with free resources, but the key is finding credible voices in your chosen field. Well, for example, YouTube is an incredible starting point. Search for experts or creators specializing in your skill and dive into their content. But don't just passively watch. You need to engage with the material and ask yourself, what's the key takeaway here? What's one actionable step that I can implement right now? And if you want to take it up a notch, many creators offer paid courses or coaching programs for deeper insights. And some of them are well worth the investment. Now, you can also join online communities because learning isn't just about content, it's about interaction. Platforms like Reddit, Discord, or even Facebook groups are treasure troves of real-world insights. For example, if you're interested in video editing, you can check out different subreddits to see tool recommendations, tutorials, and solutions to common challenges. And if you're interested in copywriting, you can join dedicated Discord servers for freelance writers and learn what clients are really looking for. Now, these spaces are full of people who've already faced the challenges you're tackling and can offer advice that shortcuts your learning curve. Now, I can't move on without mentioning books. Books still remain one of the most effective ways to condense decades of experience into just a few hours of reading. If you're pursuing copywriting, grab the Copywriter's Handbook, or learning web design, Don't Make Me Think is a must-read. But let's face it, life gets busy, and that's where platforms like Blinkist or Audible come in handy. They deliver bite-sized summaries or audiobooks you can consume on the go. Now, don't just focus on one source of knowledge. Combine videos, books, and discussions to build a richer, more nuanced understanding of your chosen skill. Watching tutorials, reading about strategies, and participating in online communities from different angles will solidify what you've learned and give you a competitive edge. Now, here's a warning. Don't fall into the trap of over-consuming. It's easy to spend weeks, even months, consuming knowledge without ever taking action. Remember, this step is about gathering tools, but tools are useless if you never start building. Which brings me to my second step. Knowledge is just potential power. It's action that turns it into results. That's why this step is all about taking what you learned and applying it relentlessly. Think of this phase as your hands-on apprenticeship, where you're building both your portfolio and your confidence while sharpening your skills. And here's how to get started. First, start small. You don't need to create a masterpiece right out of the gate. If you're learning web design, start by building simple one-page websites. If video editing is your focus, try creating a short promo video for local businesses or a fun reel for your friends' social media. The key is to start. Don't wait until you feel ready, because that day may never come. Action breeds momentum, and momentum leads to progress. Now, let's get this out of the way. Your first project will probably suck, and that's perfectly okay. Some of the most successful people in history started with failure. J.K. Rowling faced 12 rejections before Harry Potter was finally published. And Mark Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook on his first try. Each stumble is a step forward if you learn from it. And remember, every mistake you make is a lesson in disguise. The more you fail early on, the better you will become in the long run. And don't wait until you're an expert to start earning. Offer your services as soon as you feel comfortable, even if it's at low rate initially. For instance, if you're a copywriter, start by charging, $50 per email. Or if you're into video editing, offer to create a 30-second ad for, $100. Not only does this give you a real-world experience, but it also helps you build a portfolio you can showcase to your future clients. Plus, the sooner you start monetizing, the sooner you can scale. And here's a quick breakdown to put things into perspective. For example, you have 10 clients paying $1,000 a month, and that's like $10,000 a month. It might sound ambitious, but once you've built the foundation, scaling up is entirely achievable. Now, every project you work on is a stepping stone to bigger opportunities, so don't let them fade into memory. Keep a journal or a simple document to track what went well, what challenges did you face, and what did you learn. Not only will this help you improve with each project, but it will also serve as a treasure trove of stories to share when you're teaching or marketing yourself in the future. Now, whatever you do needs audience. So share your work on platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, or even Instagram, whenever your potential clients or collaborators may hang out. Now, engage others in your field, comment on their posts, ask questions, and share insights. Networking isn't about begging for opportunities, it's about building relationships and showing people what you bring to the table. Visibility creates opportunities. The more people see your work, the more likely you are to attract clients, collaborators, and mentors. Now, while it's tempting to fixate on how much money you're making early on, remember that this phase is more about building your skills and confidence than hitting big financial goals. The experience you gain now will compound into greater success later. So don't overthink it, just start applying. Whether it's creating your first project, landing your first client, or posting your first portfolio piece online, every small step moves you closer to your 10K a month goal. Now, step number 3. Now, once you laid the groundwork, sharpened your skills, and started earning, it's time to think bigger. Scaling your income is where the magic happens, and one of the most effective ways to scale is by teaching. Sharing your knowledge not only helps others, but also opens doors to exponential income opportunities. And here's the best part. It's more accessible than you might think. And here's to approach the scaling step. Now, your expertise is valuable, so don't keep it to yourself. Package your knowledge into products that can be sold repeatedly with minimal effort. Some examples may include courses, coaching, or online communities. And for example, if you have a course that costs around $100 and you sell it to 100 people, there's your 10K a month. It's simple, scalable, and incredibly rewarding. Now, you don't have to build everything from scratch. Platforms like Kajabi, Teachable, or Podia make it easy to host your courses, coaching programs, and communities. They handle the tech side like payments, analytics, and even some marketing, so you can focus on delivering value and building your brand. These tools really make scaling not just possible, but streamlined. Now, we all want stability in our income, and one of the best ways to achieve that stability is subscriptions. Recurring revenue models allow you to earn consistently month after month. Now, you can do this in multiple ways. For example, you can create a private Discord or Slack group with exclusive content and charge, let's say, $20 a month. With 500 members, you're earning 10K a month. Or you can offer ongoing coaching or mentorship programs with a monthly fee. Or you can launch your subscription-based products like templates, presets, or toolkits. Now, this approach not only boosts your income, but also builds a loyal, engaged audience. Now, your audience will connect with you because you've been in their shoes. So share your stories, the struggles, the setbacks, the wins. Authenticity is magnetic, and people are drawn to those who have walked the same path they're on. Your journey makes you relatable, and the relatability makes you trustworthy. And don't fear competition. Many people hesitate to teach because they're afraid of creating competitors. Well, here's the truth. Sharing your knowledge increases your credibility, boosts your reputation, and attracts more opportunities. Competition doesn't diminish your success, it enhances your authority. Now, to teach effectively, you need people to teach. And building an audience might sound daunting, but it boils down to solving problems and being authentic. Here's how to grow your reach. First, solve problems. So, create content that addresses your audience's biggest challenges. If you're a web developer, teach people how to optimize their websites for conversions, for example. Next, be authentic. Share your real experiences, what worked, what didn't, and the lessons you learned. People relate to stories, not perfection. Also, engage actively, respond to comments, answer questions, and interact with your audience. Building a community fosters loyalty. And what's really important is to follow trends. Stay relevant by jumping on topics your audience cares about right now. Experiment with different content formats, whether it's blogs, videos, podcasts, or social media posts. Keep testing until you find the style that resonates with your audience and feels natural to you. So there you have it. Are you going to stay on the old familiar path, the one that feels safe but keeps you stuck? Or are you ready to take a leap onto the new route, the one that promises freedom, growth, and the chance to design life on your own terms? Well, the choice is yours, and only you can decide. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the like button. It lets me know this content is helping you. And if you're serious about leveling up, hit subscribe and join me for more actionable strategies and insights. But before you go, I want to hear from you. What's your first step going to be? Whether it's picking a high-income skills, building your first portfolio project, or sharing your work online, drop in the comments below. And let's inspire each other to take action. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.